Jamal Edwards, the founder of SBTV.
When you're talking about Jamal Edwards, you're actually talking about an inspiration. You're talking about a pioneer, a trailblazer.
I saw so many artists say he shouted me at a point where I was just about to give up. That's like an angel, bro.
It's
like
mad.
you're called to bless people.
Bro, it's just about the mark. You've left a mark to say this is possible. Making somebody feel like something's possible is so beautiful.
Like the landscape wouldn't be the same without what he done.
From my memory, first black entrepreneur in the UK that I looked at and thought, right, he just comes from the same place I do.
Every time I saw someone talking about their experiences with him, like they always said he done this, he didn't ask for anything back.
31 years old. Pass me the biscuits.
Hold on. Yo, I'm not finished. Hey, let me get one more. Because you finished them, basically. What are you gonna thingy it down with?
What?
What are you gonna wash it down with?
I don't know. You weren't thoughtful enough to bring mixer. You expect me to bring everything every week.
I come the furthest, and it is. No, that has to be left in 2021.
I didn't say nothing,
no,
bro.
but it can't be. There can't
But
be
I didn't
pauses.
say anything.
How
How are you gonna say
bro?
it needs to be left? You started laughing before me.
There can't be pauses. You know, when I eat biscuits, yeah, I can't not have something to drink with it. Are we just gonna start eating biscuits?
I can't lie. This is the worst beginning to a podcast. Hey,
Those biscuits are nice though.
they're nice, innit?
Like, as in, don't finish it.
What do you mean?
No, don't finish it because you basically finished like the rest of it.
Anyway, we're inside
Come on.
on the Rocks podcast. Myself,
sir.
Sav and Sam. We're back.
No,
again
you've done
for
it
another
way
week.
too many times. You've done it for the last few weeks. Welcome everyone and welcome back to On The Rocks podcast with your boys Sam Obasaki and Sav and his surname. Make sure you guys like, subscribe, hit the notification bell to never miss a video because it all adds up. Do you know what I mean? We've already said it this year. We're going to be doing a lot. Yeah. We're going to try we've been consistent, to be honest. We've only missed 1 week, which is actually quite good. And we asked for questions on Instagram.
Well, he says we.
I did.
Oh, you did you?
Yeah. I got a few questions actually.
Okay.
So apologize.
No.
Accountability 2022.
Okay.
Come on. Apologize.
I didn't accuse you of anything.
No, but you
Apologise
gave
for what?
attitude
What do you want me
giving
to
attitude.
apologise?
For giving
No.
attitude for no reason.
No, I'm not apologising.
See, you're not grown enough, man. It's not good. It's
Cool,
not
man.
good still.
You say you're grown and you turned up with Jamaican sliders on.
Yeah.
It's quite funny. It is quite funny.
What's funny about embracing a culture that
because
I enjoy?
you said off camera, if I was to wear a Niger, shirt,
I wouldn't say
you'd
anything.
have a problem.
That's a lie. You see, you're actually making things up. Why do you make things up when the camera starts rolling? I've started to clock what you're on
So
still.
you would have a problem.
Why would I have a problem with that?
I'm asking you.
Niger top is wavy. Bear man, you don't see a white don queuing outside Nike to get the Niger top, bro. We're universal. You shouldn't be confused at people wearing Jamaican
Run
stuff,
the questions,
bro.
man.
Anyway,
Do you know
like
why
I
it's
said-
annoying? The reason it annoys me, I'm going to tell you why. Because always when we go to functions, they're playing too much bashment. I don't like, they're playing too much dancehall. There's too much bashment. Not enough Afro beats.
Not just Afrobeats.
This
I
is
like
what you
hip-hop.
say.
I
Where's
like-
Omele?
I like
Where's
hip-hop
where's
as well.
Where's
Afrobeats,
Burner? This is
yeah.
what you say, fam.
Yeah, but bro, you know the thing is, with bashment, you can't just listen to it on a normal day.
Yes, you
like
can.
when you're just
I was
working on
listening
a
to it
normal
on
day.
the way here.
But what did it do to your mind?
Like,
where did it
do
take
to my
you?
mind? I'm bouncing in my way.
With all that fam.
What did you just say?
You know what I'm saying? That was like a Jesse Nelson
Bro,
motion.
that was literally a Jesse Nelson moment, bro. Cancellations.
No, you know what I'm talking about. Bashment is very sexual and it's just
Doesn't
constant.
have to be. Not all bashment. Anyway, kids, run the questions, bro.
To be fair,
Before you get me mad.
No, to be fair, what's his name? Skilly Bang.
Who?
Skilly. What's his name?
Skilly Bang.
Skilly Bang. Skilly Bang. He's decent. There's a few other.
Don't.
It's not bashment though. It's like, what is it? Dancehall. Yeah, dancehall. Because bashment for me, even though I'm not really like well tuned into that genre of music.
Say that again.
When they say dancehall, I think it's like the like the Jamaican sound, but they talk about different things in it. Like that song that Donny done. He done a video and he was harmonizing with his boy. Hard. What's his name again? Light skin. Kane Rose.
Who?
I can't remember.
Harmonizing with his boy.
Yeah, it looked like a village, but it was like he was harmonizing one of his songs, and he was doing this. I can't remember his name now.
Anyway, because you're just waffling.
But don't get it twisted though. Bashment's hard, like fam. Bashment was a serious. I enjoyed Bashment a lot.
Yeah.
A boom boom bring life. Yeah, that boom boom bring life. Yeah, boom boom. Like them man actually they're singing, bro. Real stuff. But anyway, let me get the questions because there were quite a few.
What I just witnessed, man.
Okay. Where do I start?
Nah, audience, I can't believe what I just witnessed.
All right, cool. What genre of music? This is actually, it's funny that we're talking about Bashment. What genre of music would you delete? Yeah?
Delete.
That you never listen to again. Dance hall, Afro beats, hip hop, or grime?
Oh, Afrobeats.
You would delete Afro beats?
Yeah.
It's because you haven't got rhythm.
No, it's because I grew up on reggae. So I guess that can semi come under dancehall depending on who you are. I'm going to say it because it's you don't know the difference. So I grew up on reggae, dancehall, grime was a massive part of my upbringing, and hip hop is my day to day. So if I'm going to delete one of them, it's Afrobeats because it's what I listen to the least. It's logical.
Grime over
Yes, mate.
Afrobeats.
Yep.
That is terrible.
Okay, cool. That's your opinion.
Yeah, and it's a better opinion than that one.
I love Afrobeats. I think Afrobeats is wavy.
Not enough.
But grime
Don't
is
love it
so
enough.
nostalgic to my upbringing, and there's so many legendary moments within the grime scene. I just think it's beautiful. Love the grime scene. Nobody can't take that away from me. Not you, not no one.
That's terrible.
Was that hat free?
We're not gonna do that. It was free actually.
Yeah, I could tell.
It was. Yeah, you love recycling,
But it's not
jokes.
recycled, is it?
You've
not
become
recycled
one of
though,
those
is it?
guys.
It's not recycled
because
though, is
you've
it?
wore that jeans jacket at least 15 times in my presence. Alright, next question.
Go
Yeah.
on. You didn't say yours.
Oh, grime, 100%.
You're deleting grime.
Yeah, 100%. This is not even a question for
You're
me.
not from the UK.
Yeah, bro, it's not about
Such a
UK
beg.
thing.
Yeah, cool.
Afrobeats, we're talking about. It's my roots, bro.
Cool, man.
The hell are you talking about? I don't even. What's your favorite grime tune right now? Go on.
What do you mean favorite grime tune right now?
Exactly.
But
You
hold
don't have
on.
one. You don't have one.
No, hold on a second. Grime, like I said to you, grime was one of the most integral genres in this country.
That's
half
not
of
the
the
point.
people, hold on, half of the people that exist in the scene right now have to pay homage to the people that come before them. That's just a fact. Did you see Lethal Bizzle's tweet?
No.
He said, young man, I beg you stop doing this whole like defamation towards grime thing, because if grime didn't exist, then neither would half of the people that exist in this country right now. What?
That really doesn't matter to me because I don't listen to grime right now.
And you don't
It
listen
could
to
have
UK
been-
hip hop, so it's irrelevant
I
to
do
you.
listen to UK
Okay.
music.
Cool.
I do.
All right, cool.
It's
You
a
listen
bit-
to Jay Huss and people like that.
no, bro, and people like,
And like
that,
Dave,
Young
like-
Ads, DBE. I listen to
I'm
Gets.
so glad you said
Gets.
Young Ads as a UK artist that you listen to, because that is exactly the type of artist.
What's wrong with
that
Young Ads?
Nothing.
But
But he's
he's-
so American.
It's not so American,
All right, cool.
bro. He
We're
raps
moving on,
as
move
well.
on, because I'm gonna get mad.
Yeah, get mad.
You don't
bro.
know music, and it really irritates me.
You don't know music.
How
bro.
can you say that you listen to UK music here, and the first person that you say is Young Ads?
Is he not from the
He's
UK?
the most American artist that we have to offer.
But he's from the UK. You
But he's
asked
the
me
most
what.
American artist we've got to offer.
That doesn't mean
It's
anything.
like
He's
saying
from
you
the
listen
UK.
to UK music and then you say Style OG. He's from the UK, but he's a dancehall artist.
So he's from the UK then.
Alright.
That's
Move on.
That's
Next
a bit
question.
nuts.
Next question.
Anyway,
I can't believe how irritated you're making me.
fam, you need to ease off.
No,
then.
I'm not easing
You
off
need to ease
nothing.
off then, because I don't know why you're so tight.
Because you, as somebody who was born in this country,
You're so dumb.
Continue. Next question.
Next question. What's the one thing you said you'd improve on that you've already given up on? Let's say this year.
One thing that I'd improve on, I've already given up on.
Yeah.
Ooh, that's interesting. It's tough. It's one that.
Gym.
No, because I would say that I've actually been pretty consistent with that up to a certain point. But my patience runs thin with people because of instances like this. Yeah. I want it to be a little bit more patient in 2022 with people, but it's tough.
Why is it tough?
Because you have people like yourself who turn up 20 minutes late consistently 2 weeks in a row.
Don't do that.
And what we're basically trying to build here is I don't want to do it all on my own.
Don't.
You get what I'm saying?
You're so dumb, bro. I'm actually traveling very far to get here. So the fact that you even try to bounce it is not funny, you know.
You just
because,
laughed, so.
No, it's funny, but it's not funny because man's actually traveling real far. That is a sacrifice, bro. I don't even want to say how much because it's long, innit? But so it's just patience.
I don't think there's actually anything I've given up this year. I haven't given up gym though.
Yeah, but you said you was going to be on it, but it seems like you've given up.
Okay.
You've only been once this week, haven't you?
Yeah, I have. That's not giving up.
Oh, okay.
Giving up means you get eradicated.
Fair enough.
It's Tuesday.
That's true.
What's wrong with you?
That's true. So there's nothing else?
I don't think I've... Like, do you know what it is? We're in February still.
So
it's
do you
early.
not set yourself targets at the beginning of the year and that?
Yeah, for sure.
So
but I haven't given any of them up yet.
Oh, so you're on track.
Yeah.
That's good. I'd say, I'd say the same. There's not giving up, but
it's early, bro. It's February.
It is early. It is early, but it's a good question because sometimes you like, let's say you say you're going to stop drinking and stuff, and you don't stop drinking.
Yeah, but I knew I was going to be drinking, innit?
Yeah, I know. But I'm just saying in general. I wasn't talking about you. You're real tense today.
You're just irritated. You've irritated me with that grime comment.
Breathe a little.
You know, you're irritating.
Are you a grime MC or something?
Yeah.
You're not.
I'll run lyrics right now. Don't piss me off. No.
Go, exactly. Because you're not about it. You see me, you told me to sing, I sing because I know what I'm about.
Yeah, but because you know you're embarrassing.
Bars. No, you ain't got bars.
I've got bars.
You haven't.
I'll spit you some bars off camera.
You've never done that before. So I doubt that that's going to happen.
Okay.
Anyway.
Next question.
You're Prime Minister for one day. What's the first thing you would do?
Kill Boris Johnson. I'm joking.
That is...
No, I'm joking.
You better X that.
I'm joking, bro. I'm joking. First thing I do, no, because you know what it is. I want him. I wouldn't kill him, but I want him.
Yeah, okay, I hear you.
Like, you get me. We can go down the street and just get cracking.
Whoa.
Nah, see now you're childish.
Whoa.
See now you're childish.
Whoa. Just saying, whoa.
I would see where all the tax is going, and then blackmail everyone. All the MPs, all the people who are in the House of Lords, House of Commons, all these guys who are basically swindling the people them. Yeah? The real swindlers are not on Tinder. They're in the House of Parliament, bruv. Trust me. Yeah? So I will be going into all the little accounts. I'll be searching who's got houses where, who's written this off as a tax write-off, who's done this, who's done that. I'll swear down. Do you want that to come out in the Daily Mail? Run me my money. And then I build like community centres, youth centres, use all their money for things that it should be going towards. You get what I'm saying to you? That's what I do. Because you can't do much in a day. But that can like last.
Start something. Yeah.
What would you do?
That's interesting, you know. That's interesting.
You ain't got an answer like that.
No, I think it would be something similar, but not about tax. I think I'll just expose everything that I find out in that day about any individual that's corrupt. Every individual. If that means I'm gone, then at least I'm going out like a G. Because, like you said, there's too much corruption, bro. Do you know how much we get taxed, bro?
It's crazy. Like
when I hear man saying, "Oh yeah, they're moving away and they found jobs elsewhere." Before I used to be like, "Oh, like you sure? Like London, there's so much." No. See you later, mate. Let me know how it is.
I hear it.
I might come and join you,
bro. Places like Switzerland, for example.
Literally was gonna say that. Their thing is set different.
But you know what's interesting? Have you been to Switzerland?
No.
I went to Switzerland for work when I was like
15.
Young. Yeah, look at this guy.
You've been in this thing for long.
You're a joke, man. You're a joke, man. But I went there when I was young and I realised that countries that don't pay taxes, the living expenses are mad.
Really?
Mad. That's how it balances out.
Okay.
So I went to Lausanne in Switzerland. and just normal things, burger and chips, the belly.
At £25.
Yeah. And I'm thinking, and I said to the guys, why is this, what? He said, yeah, no taxes, there's no taxes here. So places like Monaco as well, for example, mad, you gotta have bread to live in them places. But you keep all your bread in it. You keep all your bread.
That is interesting. Do you reckon you could ever relocate, or is that something that you're thinking of doing? Like,
my heart is too
London and grime,
London, bro.
Yeah, you love grime.
Okay, you see, now you're just trying to wind me up.
No, but
it's working. It's working.
But bro, you love grime, like.
I do love grime, yeah.
Yeah.
Do you know what?
You might as well get the flippy Union Jack tied on your chest.
Too far. Nah, because you know what it is, like, from a young age,
you just wanted to be accepted.
I don't even know, like, see, what are we doing?
Sorry, go on.
Now, do you know what it is? Like, it's interesting. Every time I speak to somebody who's fully black here, they say, sometimes I don't feel like I'm rooted here. But I do feel that way. Because I'm a 5th generation Londoner, not English, London, fam. Because there's different.
That's so mad.
It's different. In my opinion, being English and being from London is 2 different things. You can't even put it in the same category. Yeah. Because you go 15 miles outside of London and you get a different experience of English people.
Yeah, facts.
So I don't think you can say, if somebody was to say, oh, I'm 5th generation English, okay, cool. But 5th generation Londoner is different. So, and it's not even just 5th generation London, it's 5th generation North London. Like, we've all, my mum's side of my family's always been in North, always. So it's like, I would feel weird uprooting my life. My roots are always going to be here. Maybe let's say I was to go live somewhere else for like a year, 2 years. Maybe I can make it run, but I'm always coming home. Do you know what I'm saying? Also, when I'm an only child, innit? So that's always something that I'm thinking about. Because if I go away, I ain't got another sibling that's checking on my mum, and you get what I'm saying?
Yeah. That's interesting still. That's really interesting. I never really thought about it like that.
Would you relocate? Would you go abroad? And if so, where would you go? Where would you, like, everyone says, I want to live in America. And
yeah, but I would want to experience a part of America, but also like a Bali, a Dubai, like different locations. So basically just like
bait tourist spots.
No, I know Bali's not really like
Bali's bait.
Okay, bro. It is, but it's not necessarily like in terms of people I don't know that many people that have relocated there, in it, but like from my experiences there, yeah, it would just be interesting to have like living experiences there, see how it is to live. And also the UK is bad vibes, man, and I feel like it's getting worse, and I don't want to keep on. I don't feel like I'm a complainer, but I feel like it's almost automatic, because when you're seeing so much madness happening on a day-to-day, like say for example the energy bills and all of that increasing, you can say mathematically and because of the economy it makes sense, but at the same time, because of the madness that you said with the taxes and the people that are in charge, it's just like it don't balance out. So we've got people that are in charge that are just on madness, that are charging us more, not being honest, and we just got to deal with it. We're grinding to almost, like, I feel like they're almost making us grind to survive, like, and I don't like that whole theory in it. So yeah, I want to get to a point where I can just uproot and just be able to work or do projects in different countries and be good.
I hear it. I think also experience is important, innit? You get the more you broaden your horizons, the more you see the world in a different light, innit? The more countries you visit. If you get to work in a country where their style of working is completely different, maybe you might work in a country it's a 4-day week, you might think, you know what, lad, I'm never leaving it ever again.
Yeah.
Like, you never know. Broaden your horizons, isn't it?
Yeah. No,
but I just don't see myself ever being able to fully move away from the UK. I'll always have a yard here at least, and I'll probably always have a residency here.
Do you think you could go on shows like Love is Blind?
No.
Why?
For what?
To find love, bro.
No.
Do you think that there? Because I was having a serious debate of, I don't know why, I can't remember when, but we was just talking about the concept and if they're capping, yeah, do you think that it is possible to find someone, not see them, get engaged, see them for a few weeks, and then get married and then live happily ever after?
Do I think it's possible? Yes. Do I think it's realistic? No.
Why is it not realistic?
Because if you was to do a social experiment where you took 50% of the population of the UK and you did that with them, yeah, I think 1 or 2% would last in their marriage past a year. So it's not realistic. Again, happily ever after is such a silly thing to even think about anyway.
It's not, bro. You can live happily ever after, man. Come on, man. Don't think about love like that.
It's just Shrek, bro. What are we talking about?
No, but bro, Shrek had his ups and downs. They turned to humans.
Ever after, is it?
Yeah, but they turned to humans and then they eventually lived their happily ever after.
I know the plot of Shrek, bro. You ain't got to tell me the plot.
Yeah, I
of
know,
Shrek.
but you're making it seem like he didn't have a happy ending. Obviously, they had their
happy ending is different
turmoil.
to happily ever after.
But that doesn't mean that happily ever after.
Do you think you get married and then live happily ever after?
Doesn't mean there's not going to be moments of
So then it's not happily ever after, is it?
It is, though.
See, we're doing this again.
No, because you need to believe in love. No, you know what? I was arguing, that I think there's people that are open to the idea of finding that person, or even like the experiment is like almost understanding someone on a deeper level without seeing them. I feel like there's like a beauty in it, because you don't see no one's features. You're only hearing a voice and understanding a person through whatever the experiences that they tell you and how you feel like you vibes just off of conversation. And it's not just online and all that stuff, because I think that might be a bit different, but you're hearing their voices, you can almost feel them, but it's just, and I think that like for some people it could be an experience that almost allows you to build a foundation off of everything that's not superficial.
I understand the point that you're trying to make here, but for me, I wouldn't want to take the risk of killing somebody's confidence by getting to know them without seeing them, seeing their face, see that they're written off, and then basically have to say, by the way, it's not that.
So there's,
do you know what I'm saying?
So you're superficial.
But how can I say superficial? For you to even say, that looks do not play a part in your attraction towards a person, it's a ridiculous statement. And anybody who says that is childish and is living in Frozen, because there is no one can say that they don't take consideration into somebody's looks.
Yeah, there has to be a consideration, but some people aren't it doesn't mean as much to some people.
Good for them, that's fantastic. I'm not getting at anyone. I'm just saying that anyone who thinks that you can meet somebody, and this is another thing, if you think you can love somebody in 2 weeks, I don't know for you.
Really?
Unless you are superficial in yourself and you think that people have so few layers that you can get to know the whole person in 2 weeks.
Do you need to get to know everyone to that level?
Yes,
to
because you can be in lust with somebody and confuse that for love. 100%.
How are you going to lust for someone when you don't like? That's really,
because if you're sapiosexual, you can lust after somebody's mind, but then you might see them and not be physically attracted to them.
Sapiosexual.
Yeah,
I've never heard that word.
Sapiosexual is you're turned on by people's mindsets.
How the hell did you find out what that means?
I'm knowledgeable.
Nah, there's some sort of research. I don't know what you've been doing.
I believe that's the correct term for it. Let me just double check that. I might have just made myself look like a flipping idiot.
Sapiosexual, you know.
Bro.
That is a. It sounds like it makes sense.
Hold on, let me just double check.
No, because of the words you come out with, I believe you, bro. Even if the Google's telling you that it's right, that it's something else.
Sapiosexual, finding intelligence sexually attractive or arousing.
Okay.
So.
Okay, yeah, I do get what you mean then.
So you can be somebody who is, you find people's mindsets very sexually attractive. That's great. But if you try to say that you also that somebody's looks don't mean nothing towards their sexual attraction, you're just capping and I can't talk to you.
So with those people, if they were to sit on this sofa, I'd love to be able to interview a couple that went on that show and they're married.
That'd be great.
And just to dissect.
I don't know if I could do it.
For them to tell you that you need to believe in love. I know that love is blind. Sav?
I'll just sit there and think they're both weird, because I can't lie. There's no way you can love somebody after 2 weeks. I don't care what you say. You might have grown to love them in your relationship. You might have spent the first 2 weeks together, thought, I proper like this person. Like I could get to know them and maybe eventually love them. But if you think that you love them in that first 2 weeks, can't talk to you. I can talk to you, but I just can't agree with you. Can't agree with you. I just think love is too deep for 2 weeks.
But you don't understand the deepness that happens in those pods when they're talking to each other.
Oh, allow me, bro.
Fam, I'm seeing people are in tears talking about certain situations and they're not even seeing the person. That's deep. Some of the conversations that they have is deep. Man was talking about how he got stabbed to a girl that he ain't seen yet, and he was like, she got that out of him because of the dialogue, bro. Deep.
Yeah, that's wicked, man.
Deep.
I'm proper happy for them. It's not love though, in my opinion.
It could be.
Cool.
You don't know what really love is.
That's what I'm saying, in my opinion. Fair
enough.
This is the problem. You believe, you're one of these people, you believe that your opinion is a fact.
No, I don't. I'm so open to others.
No, you don't. I'll forgive you on that one.
But
cool. Could you do it?
No,
you couldn't go on that show.
I wouldn't.
Why?
I just wouldn't.
But why?
I don't believe in experiments like that.
Why?
Because I just would want to meet my other half in real life.
Do you think you could find love on a TV show?
Yeah.
You think you could?
Yeah. I think you could. I can't say no, because
I can't say no.
I've not experienced it, but from what I've seen, there's levels to it. Like being with someone for 24 hours for like 6 weeks, 6 to 8 weeks, however long it is, you could fall in love with someone.
Is that love or familiarity?
It could be whatever you want to call it. But that's what I'm saying. You're changing the words.
I'm not changing the words, but the meanings are very specific. Familiarity and love are two different things.
What is love? Love definition.
Are you going to try and get serious?
A strong feeling of affection. You can have that in 6 to 8 weeks.
Boy.
The other one, a great interest and pleasure in something. You can have that in 6 to 8 weeks, bro.
Okay.
It's facts.
If that's Google's definition, then yeah, I guess so.
Boy.
That's not my definition.
Okay.
But we move on anyway.
Yeah. We got to move on to a sad topic, man. I'm not gonna lie. It rocks me a lot. Because you just never like seeing people pass away that have genuinely impacted so many people's lives and stand for something that is going to be everlasting anyway, but also just being alive gave people hope in a sense because of 100%. his story. If you haven't heard, obviously Jamal Edwards, the founder of SBTV,
Smoky Bars,
he unfortunately passed away, and it rocked the UK, man.
The whole of the urban community and wider. Like, the word pioneer gets thrown around a bit too loosely. The word inspirational gets thrown around a little bit too loosely. Like, when you're talking about Jamal Edwards, you're actually talking about an inspiration. You're talking about a pioneer, a trailblazer. Like, a man who almost encompassed what it was to, quote unquote, get it out of the mud legitimately. Do you know what I'm saying? He was probably the first, from my memory, first black entrepreneur in the UK that I looked at and thought, right, he just comes from the same place I do. Do you know what I'm saying? I remember he come to my school, I'm going to say year 10, year 11, something like that. And it was like a
superhero coming.
A superhero,
fam. Yeah.
It was crazy. Like, when he passed, man, them, like, some of my guys was throwing up pics from that day. And I was just thinking, fam, like, the amount of people that guy touched and the amount of positive effects that he had on the community is, I'd go as far as to say it's unrivaled.
No, it's unrivaled still.
Everything that we hold dear to our culture now, and people that are paving the way still to this day, your GRMs, your link ups, your mixtape madnesses, your press plays, P110, JDZ Media, all these other YouTube outlets have Jamal to thank.
Yeah.
For everything.
It literally, like, the landscape wouldn't be the same without what he done. And it's crazy to think that he done that at 15.
Bro.
He done that at 15. And that's why, like, I was like just sitting there.
Was it 15? I thought it was 18.
No, I think he got his camera when he was 15.
Oh right, yeah.
And he started shooting. I don't know how. I can't remember he started shooting 15, but I know it started picking up around his later teens, yeah. But it's just the fact that he just seemed so humble, man. Like 100%. Every time I saw someone talking about their experiences with him, like either it be an artist, an A&R, someone that was trying to get into the music scene, or even other industries that just knew he would be able to help, they always said, he done this, he didn't ask for anything back. In this society that we're living in now, I feel like we're almost being not taught, but it's like everyone's trying to be for themselves. You see a lot of statements and a lot of quotes saying, if it don't benefit you, don't do it. If someone tries to leech off you, you should know that energy and all of that stuff. That was literally the opposite to what he done. He was traveling the whole of UK to just put his people on.
Bro,
that's a different level of like just greatness.
And fam, you know what's crazy? Like on the day after he passed, on my story, it was just flooded. Like my timeline. Everyone's stories was about him, yeah? And there were so many people that were putting up stories about a time where he helped them. And this is just people that I know. Do you get what I'm saying? This is not the wider public. This is people I know that are saying he helped me do this and did this and did that. And imagine the thousands of other people, hundreds, tens, how many, I don't know how many people this get. Like, when you talk about leaving behind a legacy and living forever, he done it, bro. Like, there was a tweet that went viral after he passed which was, you know, I just want to be able to say that I left something behind. I can't remember the exact wording of it.
I even
read it out because it was poignant, bro. It was literally spot on. Mission accomplished, fam.
No, word. He said, we all die. The goal isn't to live forever. The goal is to create something that will. That was in 2012. So he must have been,
bro,
he was
that's
31.
10 years ago. That was 21. He was putting that out. Poignant.
Like how, like I just...
Do you know how profound that is? And big up my brethren Sass here. She worked for SBTV like 11 years ago, 10, 11 years ago. And I think she must be about 34, 35 now. So she was working at that age for a 21-year-old, 20-year-old. And she said it was like an experience like nothing else. Like you're working for and talking to a living legend on a day-to-day basis. And that was 10 years ago. Do you know what I'm saying?
But it's because his mind, from what he didn't seem human. Every time I even just saw, man, the videos, it's that his mind was just always ticking. Like to even come up with SBTV in itself, yeah, at a time where the culture just wasn't being pushed by anyone. I don't even think that there was like an urban track in the charts for how many years. I can't remember the actual statistic, but it's like he put it on his shoulders. He said, I'm going to travel to all these places in the UK on my ones. He went on his ones to start off with. He was going to places that I saw Lady Leisha talking about, trying to break out of Brahman and for people for all over the country to take her in. He's the first one that gave her the opportunity. Bro, so many artists are saying first man to give opportunity.
One of the biggest to ever come out of the UK. Forget that. One of the biggest full stop artists ever, Ed Sheeran, has a lot to thank SBTV for.
And he always does as well. He doesn't shy away from that.
This is my point. And there's no one, and do you know what, bro? There's nothing more special than being able to say you helped people to whatever capacity it was that you helped them. But fam, my man did it differently. Differently. I remember there was a time when if you wanted your music as a UK artist to do anything, charts wise or gain any traction or recognition, you had to have it on Channel U. Yeah, you had to have it. For anyone else who's watching now, if you're too young, Channel AKA. But Channel U days were almost like a precursor to SBTV. Then when SBTV came, now everything is accessible because it's YouTube was.
He launched it in the same year that YouTube came out. That's crazy,
fam.
How can you even think like that when you're that young?
He's literally a genius. That's what it is. You talk about genius all the time. Oh, my man's a genius. Nah, he's a genius for that. No, my man was a genius, bro. Genius.
It made me put life into perspective in terms of, like, we always have these conversations about legacy and what you leave behind and the impact that you're having on others. But like, I feel like when situations like this happen and it's like such a shocking death to the culture, to just the UK in general, it's like I know that some people say like it's a part of life and that you just got to keep it moving, and I know that is real life. Life continues, it doesn't stop. The next day you can be upset, but everything else is moving, like, do you know what I mean? But at the same time, there's certain things that you can take from people's deaths and the lives they live. And I think when you're like you said, when you see all the people that are putting things up about their experiences, the experiences that others had with him, and just what he done for people, like that you can't look at that and not be inspired to, especially if you're in the creative space as well, like to not want to have that impact.
It's genuine greatness.
Whatever capacity that you're in, like we're doing this, we do other things as well, but it's like, it makes me deep. Like if people take me in or they take us in and they're actually like, they mess with our stuff, what more can we do in a sense? Because I feel like that's always something that he was thinking about.
Facts.
What more can I do? When he got his MBE, he got his degrees and stuff, even though he didn't go uni and universities were celebrating him in that way. Yeah, it's like in every element of him doing that, it was doing more for others. Like even him being in that limelight, he was pushing the culture. And the maddest thing is, I saw an interview of when him and his mum were on
Loose Women,
and I can't remember the presenter's name, but she was really praising him about what he's done for the culture and asking him, like, do you really know like how many black boys especially that you've inspired to know that there is a legitimate way to have an impact in a country that doesn't necessarily want you to have that impact. You did it at a time where people weren't even really taking us in. No, they were looking at us like we were nothing. And you did that for us, and she was praising him so much, and he was just sitting there straight faced, obviously smiling at certain points. But then when she actually asked him, like, do you actually understand? He was like, yeah, but I'd still suffer from imposter syndrome. And I was thinking to myself, because obviously we spoke about it last week, yeah, it's like, if you've had that much impact and you still suffer from imposter syndrome, like that is mind-boggling,
bro. When you have to literally invade, because that's what he did. He invaded, he changed the landscape of music in this country altogether. Black music, white music, urban, indie, whatever. He had a huge impact on so many people's careers. The first time you heard about certain artists, SBTV.
Fam, you know how many times I've heard that in my childhood, bro?
Fam.
It's so mad because it was just a topic. Oh, man, have you heard the new SB? Have you heard this new F64?
Bro,
warm up.
Bro.
You just be like, I remember one of my guys, shout out Chuck Share, I think he won a competition that was on SBTV, and he's the freestyle, yeah, and it was a moment.
Hundreds.
It was a monumental moment, man. Them thought we had made it, bro.
Yeah. F64.
He was on SBTV, bro, and it was hard. Like, do you know what I mean? And I feel like one of the waviest thing that I felt from SBTV is that he took care of every artist in a sense where you wouldn't see the standard drop if it was someone that was well known or if it was someone that was just coming up. If they're doing an F64, it's one camera or it's two cameras max. Like, do you know what I mean? It's not like, oh, we're gonna treat you. No, like, you're coming on. Do you know what I mean? And that will probably give artists to feel like, you know what I mean? Like, I'm a part of this industry,
bro.
That's different, man.
As in, like, I remember, you probably know as well, back in the day, yeah, to get a fire in the booth was a big deal. Now they hand them out like hotcakes, but hotcakes is the wrong word, but they hand it out like it's nothing. To get F64 was similar to that. To get a warm up was like, right, my man's doing his thing. He's on SBTV doing his thing. Like, the platform he created, bro, and what he did, I don't think it will be replicated. And don't get me wrong, big up Link Up, big up GRM, big up Mixtape Madness, big up P110, big up JDZ, big up everyone doing their thing, yeah. But SBTV will live in a man's heart differently because it was 100%. The first one.
It was the first, 100%. And they will say that as well. Like, I feel like they had a moment where I can't remember what video it was on, but they all linked up. Posty, Jamal, and what's his name, Rashid, yeah, they all linked up and they were talking about how they were like spurring each other on in a sense, like the healthy competition. And it's just like, even at that stage, like, he must be thinking, because I don't know, he was so smart in the way he done it, because even though he was pushing the culture, he also enjoyed music. So he was reaching out to artists that might not have even being heard at a point. I saw so many artists say he shouted me at a point where I was just about to give up. That's like a man's call. That's like an angel, bro. It's like mad. You're called to bless people.
100%.
And
mad.
Even up until now, because he done some stuff with Chelsea as well, and like he's a big Chelsea fan, and it's like, even when you see him on that, you're thinking like you're just doing so much. Like, everyone respects your thing, but you're still doing more. Like, I think that's what the other side of, obviously we celebrate what he's done. The sad side is just that you just know that there was so much more. That, like, there was
31 years old.
There was so much more, but it's just like, fam,
31 years old. Like, so many more years. It's mad. It's very, very mad. But fam, I said it on my story. People need to stop kind of normalizing death or seeing it as an everyday occurrence, because what you're then doing is desensitizing people to loss. It's problematic, because this is why I hate going to bed if I've had an argument with one of my dogs, or like, let's say I got a missus. If I have an argument with my missus, I'm not going to bed until it's sorted, because you can really go to bed and not wake up. So everything that I can do to make sure that me and my loved ones are good, and I'm telling them, yo, I love you, you know. Real shit. Any opportunity I get, proud of you still. You're a guy. You're my G. Real shit. Because I can't lie, it's things like this that really draw things into perspective for you.
Life is short, man.
31. Bro,
man.
Bro, I could sit here forever and talk about, man, and I didn't even meet him.
I honestly wish I had the opportunity to just buck him and just say that you're wavy, man. Like, bro, what you've done for the culture, what you've done for even like me, like indirectly, like I wasn't dreaming of being like a director or behind the camera. It was only like in, you know, my story anyway, but like seeing someone like him, you can't not be inspired. Do you know what I mean? So it's like when you've touched that level, it's like, okay, cool. If I'm the best at what I do, we can be rubbing shoulders. If I have an impact on people, like, do you know what I mean?
Bro, it's just about the mark. You've left a mark to say this is possible. Making somebody feel like something's possible is so beautiful.
And it's never, that's what I'm saying. Like, that's why it's just so, it's like the thing of, like, I don't know if this is really like dark, yeah. Because I always think about it. It's like, how will you be celebrated when you die?
100%. I think about it all the time.
It's like there was a quote, obviously, you know, Sif as what he does, but Drummer Boy Studios, when we did it back in the day, there was a saying on one of the shirts that said, show me how much you love me before I die.
100%.
And that's deep to like just have on like a streetwear, yeah. But the statement is so deep because it's like, he wasn't a person that wasn't praised, because whenever you talk about the culture, you will always say his name. He was still doing really good things.
Flowers.
He got his flowers 100%. But there's just always like, I don't know. I just don't know. I don't know what I would want. But I just feel like I really just want people to be able to give people their flowers and not be shy about it. Like in any capacity, even if you've not touched people to that extent, but you have to a ground level, you've got a shop or you've got a business that, you know, you've got a core 500 people that always shop away what you do or whatever, or watch what you like. There needs to be a way for people to just be celebrated, so we feel the love, because bro, we're not gonna be here for time, bro.
Facts, and that's why every single time somebody says to me, whether it's in a DM or if I buck somebody in real life, I'm on the road and somebody says, yo, that's not news, it's hard, you know, bro, I don't think I can put into words how much it means, because that person's gone out of their way to stop me, or gone out of their way to find my profile and message me and tell me that they find what I do good. You know what I'm saying? Like the other day I went to the Young Music Boss Awards. Big up Kamali, big up Ella, big up Henry, big up
everything.
Mimi. Huh?
The No Signal, Jojo, Scully,
big up everyone.
Yeah, it was beautiful.
Yeah, Ibrahim
beautiful
Kamara, big up Guap, big up everyone's just winning. I loved it. But it was funny after the show, yeah. When I've gone backstage and this brother's come up to me, he's like, yo, gotta tell you something. I'm like, yeah, what's good? It's a funny story. He goes, yeah, like, I know your face, and I was trying to work it out, yeah. When I was sitting behind you, I was trying to work out where I knew you for a minute. Then I'm thinking he's gonna say Snap. So he's like, I watched your show on Snap here. I was like, oh, wicked, like proper appreciate it. He's like, no, yeah, I need to tell you. I'm like, yeah. He's like, bro, every morning, bro, yeah, man wake up, man go to do his shit, yeah. When I'm doing this shit, every morning, man watch your show, innit? My brother.
Hey, he didn't know that
TMI,
much detail,
yeah. TMI, but you know what it is? It's just the fact that man really felt like he had to come and tell, man.
Yeah.
Like, it's nice to know that you have that effect, and that's to a minuscule. Imagine Jamal Edwards is feeling every time somebody say, yo, you literally inspired me to do this and do that, and fam, the feeling must be incomparable to anything. Do you know what I'm saying? Big him up, fam.
No, 100%, man. Rest in peace, 100%. Like, I'm sending prayers out to his mum. She was so strong. They went to his
the memorial,
and she was singing so beautifully, and it was just like the strength to do that. Like, that's what I mean about, like, there's just, it might be just their family, just how powerful they are, like, or just they, like, I don't know, man. It was amazing. But yeah, rest in peace.
R.I.P.
Love to his mum, and we just gotta use his life, his legacy as motivation to just constantly want more, and also want to give more to people, because we are here, like, without people on earth, we're nothing. Like, realistically, we're all here to serve in some capacity. So whatever capacity, we've chose the entertainment and creative business, but whatever capacity you're in, like, just do it to your best, and always just know, like, for me, I always want people to think of me and smile or feel happy. I don't want anyone to think of me. I feel like because of I'm in sports, yeah. Obviously, there might be fans that don't feel man, yeah, but they know that it's not like I hate you or hate your team. It's just opinions in it. But there are some people that will take it. I've told you about the quote. Don't take it to heart. Do you know what I mean? Because I'm just here to just give you that, to just shine a light on something or just to speak about something. Do you know what I mean? But this is why I love this pod, because aside from that, like, we're real people and we want to do a lot in it, and we will. And God willing, we'll do it for a long time, innit?
It's a mad time. Tell the people that you love them, innit? Cherish every moment you've got with somebody who you love.
Every moment.
That's what there is to really say. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man.
We're locked in. OTR, we're back again on Sunday.
Yeah.
Peace.
Peace.